All right, you guys, so we are going inside of Goodwill. I'm gonna take you in live time. We're gonna go thrifting and see what all we can find. First stop is the new rack to figure out exactly what color we're gonna get. Cool. One rule I have at the new rack is if you see something that you might want, go ahead and grab it. You can always look it up later. Forgot to check the time so we can make sure we're doing good. It's 1:29 right now. And can you unlock that? I just locked it. Yeah. Cool Y2K hoodie. What do you think?
Yeah, if it was a 2XL, maybe I'd get it for me.
Has a little hole in it, but I think that it is very on trend.
It's still cool.
The men's is actually, well, it's all busy, so I guess I'm just gonna start here. And remember, the color is purple, so I'm just looking for clusters of purple. This is an extra large canvas jacket, which is super trendy, but looks like the zipper's broken and it's a kid's.
He's very mad at you.
There's actually quite a few like Y2K looking stuff, so since there is, I'm gonna keep an eye out for that. This one actually is Y2K.
Oh, cool.
Cobra. G.I. Joe Cobra.
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a villain.
I doubt it's worth anything, but
You were right there on it.
we're gonna check. G.I. Joe Y2K Cobra shirt is what I'm looking up. 19 available. None sold, so we're gonna put it back. And there's a new like shoe rack kind of thing that just came out, since I'm already kind of moving that direction. I'm gonna just stop by it as soon as I'm done here. There's a Kavu shirt. That used to be a good brand, but I don't think the style would anymore. Oop. I just elbowed you.
I know. You seem pretty happy about that.
All right, they actually just brought on another rack too. I'm always looking for the Honey Love bras. Pretty much the only one I look for now. This is try to be pretty thorough at the new racks, because with style-based pickups, you just never really know if there's going to be like a Y2K piece or something hidden in there. You guys know the kind of tank tops that I've been selling, but then I'm less thorough in the actual aisles. This is a Y2K label, but it's not really something, like a puffer coat isn't really something I'm looking for. It's another one of those walls jackets. Maybe I should look that up.
You're gonna leave it on the rack?
Walls. Is there proof? For now, I'm looking it up. Let me type in canvas to narrow it down. 193, 213. Now I'm looking to see about what they're going for. Looks like a good pickup. And I'm taking the whole rack with me. Has some spotting, but most of those jackets do. Alright, so right now we have a Bowden button-down shirts, a Y2K dragon hoodie, and a canvas jacket. There's a Carhartt hoodie. It just won't go for enough to get it in that condition. If it were a canvas jacket, though, I wouldn't care about the condition. All right, I'm just gonna go over here to this new like shoe rack that rolled out. Actually, let me finish this aisle real quick. Since we're already headed in that direction, we'll get all the purple clusters here. So instead of looking at every single purple one, I can kind of glance at these, right, and tell that this is probably not something I'm gonna look at because they're just printed t-shirts and they're all the same. So I don't need to look at every single one. It's kind of a cool Y2K one. Kind of getting the vibe that we need to be looking for the Y2K stuff in the men's department because typically people donate all that stuff together. What's this?
Sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Hard Rock Cafe. Fake Louis Vuitton wallet. Alright, I don't really see much on here just because it's like not shoes or clothing or anything. That aisle's pretty packed right now, so I'm gonna go through the women's stuff real quick and then we'll go back to the men's when people clear out. There's just no way I can get in there right now. And again, we're just looking for the purples. And because I've been doing so well with the tank tops, I'm like double making sure they're not hiding in here. So I come to the same thrift stores pretty much every week, so I know that I've already looked through all of the older colors, which makes it pretty easy to jump through all of the other stuff. This is a Y2K Derek Hart tank top, but I don't think it's in good enough, like, it's not a good enough Y2K style, but I'm gonna risk it on a tank top. Last time we came here, there was a bunch of those Y2K shirts. Remember that? Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of like looking for that too. There's also shoes up here. I just kind of try to pay attention as I go through. Lots of velvet, which was very trendy, but those I don't feel like are the styles that people are looking for in velvet. We're going to keep going since it's still packed.
It's okay.
I'm gonna look.
Something I wore in high school.
I was gonna say I'm gonna look this up because Fox Racing. It's got some weird issues, but Fox Racing Y2K stuff definitely
It's an awesome shirt.
worth looking into. I know the hoodies do good, but let's see. Fox Racing Y2K shirt men's 964 305, so like a 50%. They're actually not going for a whole lot, and this one has some major condition issues, so I'm gonna put it back.
That's a mistake. That one's awesome.
Well, it's not your size, so we gotta leave it.
Oh yeah, I know. I can't make that work.
Go around you here. Trying to figure out what this is. I think it's like Billabong or something. My sister just told me that Billabong, Volcom, all that stuff is going out of business. So I don't know if that's going to increase or decrease the value. I kind of like this. It's kind of like a Y2K style Henley, but this does not look manufactured, so this is probably going to unravel, so I'm going to put it back. Knocking all kinds of stuff down. This is also kind of a cool Y2K thermal, but they want $8.99 for it. At our location, people love American Eagle and they love pricing it up.
Yeah, the prices are out to lunch. There's no question about it.
This is kind of a Y2K style cardigan, but it's kind of ratty and I can't tell the brand. And it's pretty easy to like pass over stuff with your eyes. Like I'm looking at that, I can tell that these are just like stuff that I wouldn't get. Kind of a cute open knit beachy Y2K thing. I've actually been selling a lot of these. It's by the Limited also, which is a pretty popular Y2K brand, so I think I might get this one. All right, the men's section's clear. Sorry, excuse me. That's a woman's cardigan. I don't think it has enough going for it to get that one. Bronzini. I can't remember if that's good or not. I might be confusing that with something else. Bronzini blazer. Looking like no. Only 3 available. None sold. All right. All right, back to the women's. I'll leave the cart here so I can go down that way. These are really packed. Let's go to another aisle. Huh? Oh yeah. I usually head up this section as I'm walking out. I don't see anything. Holy Cody Studio. Looks really nice. Not good. Excuse me. So I'm normally trying to snake through aisles, but since there's so many people here and it's hard to get through, I'm just like making a mental note as I walk of what I have gone through and what I haven't, but we're actually almost through the store. So I'm gonna hit this as much as I can, and then I'll go back to the ones that I haven't hit yet.
What's the time?
It is 1:47 right now.
That's where the money was. That's where it still is. Rolling Stone music now. Follow and listen on your favorite platform. Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the group to win. First game, you're up.
I feel like handbags are pretty easy because the new stuff's going to be in the front, and I'm really only looking for higher quality leathers or something that I recognize. There's not very many brands in the handbag section that are worth getting. Alright, let me blast through the rest of this aisle. More high prices. Madewell jeans, $11 for the skinnies. Again, pretty much in bras. I know that it's mostly only Honey Love bras that I'd be looking for. So I'm just looking for the new color in this as well. I'm looking for that standout Honey Love look to it. The comfort looking bras, because again, most anything else, probably not worth getting. This is one of my favorite sections, which is the dresses. And I always just kind of fan them out to look for that purple. And again, since I come here pretty much every week, there's really no need to look at all those other colors. I have this dress. Remember this exact dress?
Yeah. Good color.
Kind of a cute Y2K style top. This section right here is supposed to be the plus size section, like you can see by the dividers, but it's often the dumping ground for a lot of stuff, and it's also where people hide stuff, so I'm always looking for the new color here too. Talbot's blazers do good, but this is a very long length. I'm not going to look that one up because it's more like a coat. Talbot's 24W zebra jacket. Not really much. Take out zebra. 307. 80, not bad for the size itself, but I'm gonna leave it behind. Trying to be a little bit more picky with what I'm getting. There's a lot of Catherine's here, which I do like, and they're in like nice colors, but they're very pilly. And since I'm only probably going to get 20 to 25 bucks on them, if they've got anywhere at all, I'm leaving them. All right. I have partially forgotten what I've been through. I think I need to go through this. It's kind of cute.
This is the one that you haven't gone through.
Yeah, I think I got to like here, but it was too crowded. Sorry. That's cute. Michael Kors 1X. Michael Kors coats are actually pretty underrated. They want $13 for it though. Quilted jacket. 96. 69. See, pretty good sell-through rate for 1X Michael Kors. I think most of the ones that are selling are like puffers though for the higher price, and this one is very thin, so I'm not going to pay $13 for it. Disney catalog. It's J. Jill, but it's not plus size. Ooh, what are these? Huh. It's a kid's sweater, but it's really nicely made.
Sheep's wool.
Has some kind of wool. I was gonna look it up. Mac Ba. Mac Ba sweater. I'm not seeing anything about it, but 100% wool. Doesn't say where it's made, but it feels like a made in Ireland one or something. Then here's a vintage Gap cable knit. Lamb's wool. I also learned recently that Gap and some of the like Malsey brands actually have the dating on them. So this is actually from 2003, so you can tell it's like a true Y2K, even though you could pretty much tell from the tag. But if that were a more neutral color, I might look at that. Ooh, Sundance. This one has a lot of collar staining and it's pretty plain. There's not much on the contrast sleeves, so I would leave that. Duluth, if that were plus size, I'd get it. Here's a Rose and Olive plus size. It's one of my favorite brands to get in plus sizes. This one has quite a bit of pilling though, so I'm gonna leave that. These used to sell pretty well, but sell-through rate's gone down a lot. Alright, and then I think all we have left is this right here. And I think we'll be done. That used to be a good brand too, Good Human. I don't think it is anymore. Lots and lots of sweaters. I'm trying to switch my brain over from like sweaters over to spring stuff right now. Like I keep gravitating towards the cable knits. I'm trying to gravitate towards more of the like lightweight linen and the color changes too. It's a difficult mind switch. Like here's a linen piece. Isaac Mizrahi, but that one's not gonna be worth getting. More velvet, but again, not really the style people are looking for. All right. Well, we've actually gone through the entire store now. I went back and hit everything and just kind of glanced at the shoes as we were going down. Here's what we ended up with. 1, 2, 3. This one's really cool. And possibly 4. I'm going to relook this particular style up again. But yeah, that is what we have. I think another new rack just came out too, so I'm going to check that and then we are going to head out. But that is raw thrifting at the thrift store, and we're going to head to the next one. And we are also going to put this shirt back after looking it up. There's just too many comps. There's too much competition. Also forgot to say, but it is 1:58, so we actually got in and out of here in about 30 minutes, maybe a little over after we hit the checkout. All right, guys, so we just left Goodwill. You can see it is, excuse the dust, but it is 2:05. So it ended up being about, a total of 40 minutes. So about 30 minutes of actual thrifting and then 10 minutes of like checkout. I really wish I would have continued to record during checkout because our cashier actually told us that Goodwill is now recording the employees, at least in this area that we're in. And so he pointed out that they have like a camera on them, which they did. And there's apparently a microphone in the register recording them on if they are asking for rounding up or not. So I'm gonna let you guys make your own decisions on that, but I just thought it was really interesting. I wish I would have caught all of that on camera. He was a talker, so he'd probably he'd probably tell us again. But
he's a cool guy.
Yeah, it was just kind of interesting. So yeah, Goodwill's recording their employees now and making sure that they're asking all of you for a roundup. It's very, very important to them, which I have my own opinions about. Anyways, we ended up getting those 3 items. That Walls jacket I'm probably gonna list for about $50. And then that limited Open It Beachy sweater, probably around 25, so it's 75. And then that dragon hoodie that I got, I need to do a little bit more research on, but I'm hoping for at least 35 on that. So if my math's correct, that's $110 in about 40 minutes. Now, sometimes I go into a thrift store for 30 to 40 minutes, sometimes up to an hour if it's a super big store or there's a lot going on, and I'll come out with 40 items. So it really just depends, but hopefully you guys can see how quickly you can get through a thrift store. I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments saying, well, you probably passed over a ton of stuff, but I literally went through every single aisle. All I did was focus on the new color clusters and making sure that I'm only looking at it with my eyes and not touching every single piece if I don't need to, and you can get through a store very quickly. That was a very nerve-wracking experience, so hopefully you guys liked it. I feel like we made a lot of people uncomfortable by filming the entire time.
I tried to keep the camera on you.
So it definitely is not going to happen all the time, but hopefully you enjoyed this raw footage of me thrifting and kind of how I navigate a thrift store. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.